I was, it was 12 years ago. I was 53. I didn't even know what Parkinson's was. I had Parkinson's, and they said it's usually men get it in their 70s, and I didn't even know what it was. I was in shock. I had no idea what I was in for. The nurse didn't really explain it to me, the doctor, and so I went blindly, just kind of figuring my way through the process. I lost my appetite. I lost my ability to walk freely. I started having dyskinesia, which was a complete loss of body movement. I mean, I would be flailing all over the place like I was having an epileptic fit. At night, my legs would shake, my body would shake. I thought I was going to die. I mean, I really felt like I had lost control of everything. I was headed for a wheelchair. I mean, I've been on a cane and a walker. I mean, this has just been like 4 years ago, but I bought a walker with a footstool on it so that I could be pushed around. I was that bad. I'd have to go into exercise classes with my walker. I mean, it was really embarrassing. It was really hard to go through, and I really wanted to just crawl in a rabbit hole.
And how old were you when you got the first diagnosis?
53. I'm 66 now.
Okay.
And I thought there would be no, end to it. Nobody was giving any, like there's no cure. Everybody's different with the Parkinson's. Your meds are different, everything, and they're not discussing any cure.
Tell us about when you said you would go into freezes.
Oh God.
What happened?
I was in San Francisco one day and I was getting something done and I walked across the street and I got stuck in the middle of a one-way 6 lanes. I couldn't believe it. I was frightened. The cars just stopped. They didn't know what to do. Some guy came by and put me on his back. And so I got a piggyback across the street. I mean, that happened a lot. I had to quit my job, which I loved. I worked in Point Reyes and I worked at an organic cotton shop and I loved it. I was their merchandiser and I had to quit because I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. It was just, it was so handicapping, so I would freeze and I would get the dyskinesia and I was getting a wheelchair. I was picking out a wheelchair to end up my life in.
Wow. That diagnosis, and how long ago did you start using the X39, and tell us what happened?
I was talking with this woman and we were on next door, and somehow the topic came up that I had Parkinson's, and she said, "Oh, I think I have something that will really do you right." And I said, "What do you got?" And I'm like, "What do you got? Help me." And she said, "I have these patches and X39." And she explained it. I said, "Bring them over." So she brought them over personally. And that was in the end of November, beginning of December. At the same time, I was told that I had to move, which I loved my house in Point Reyes, and I had to get another apartment or something, somewhere to live, which was devastating in itself. I mean, Parkinson's, you can't handle stress. It just flips you out. It turns you into a flailing, just crazy person. But with the patches, I had to move by December. And with the patches, I began them right away. I calmed down. I was able to pack my stuff up. I put it in my car and brought it to where I found a place. I'm living at my mom's house. I began walking and I started walking a lot. And I still would use the wheelchair the walker, but now I'm walking without the walker. I'm doing a cane occasionally. I walk 2 miles a day around Nevada, California, and I'm like living my life again. I thought I had lost all my dreams. I didn't ever think I was going to travel again. I didn't think that I would be able to go to people's houses. I had to calculate if they had stairs or not.
But what are your dreams now?
My dreams are I can travel. I really see that I can go somewhere on my own. I want to go to Greece really bad. I want to do what I do best, which is organizing and decorating homes. I mean, it seems like it's possible. I've got energy again. I'm happy, which I wasn't happy. I was miserable. I mean, it's just opened up my future, completely.
So you don't get any of those freezes anymore?
No, I get a shuffle sometimes, but the freezing, I don't get frozen anymore. No.
Wow.
And the dyskinesia, I mean, I'm just nervous right now. I'm moving around a little bit, but I like couldn't control my hands sometimes, you know, it was really bad.
Wow. What
Yeah.
a marvelous story,
Thank you. I
Roxanne.
mean, my life has changed with that
Oh,
happening.